in this time that we find ourselves moving forward, we have this golden opportunity to rest in the knowledge and in the information that God is everywhere. And as we know that God is everywhere, there is greatness and there is goodness, there is wholeness and there is wellness, there is always opportunity. There is an opportunity to see ourselves begin to bask in the light of divinity, of our own divinity, and the presence of the anointed, which is the light that is eminent in each and every one of us. So this light that we are carrying, this cellular memory that we bring to the forefront, is allowing all of us to be able to participate in a greater dance right now. And this greater dance is allowing each and every one of us to share opportunities, to share our blessings, to share our teachings with others. And we're going to find ourselves feeling like we are being tested, but we're also not so much being tested. We're given an opportunity to really step forward right now. That's what's happening. We're being given this opportunity to step forward and to release as much as we can into the world. We're going to see the light really present itself, the light of divinity coming in all different ways. So what I'm going to do right now, before I say anything else, I'm going to release this tweet in Twitterland so that people are getting this. I understand that there's so many different applications now that people are able to see these on their special smartphones, which is great. They're able to pick it up and go with that flow. So I'm waiting for it to go out. And the magnetism is so great around that some of these things are going to go forward and sometimes they're not. And that's okay. At some point that notification is going to go out into Twitter and many people will be able to see it, or again they'll be able to come back later into this program. One of the things I do want to acknowledge is that I want to give thanks to everyone from your localities that have had an opportunity, such as Star of Life and Reverend Barber, to follow this program when I'm broadcasting here on every Wednesday, and as well as the first Sunday of each month. And I also want to thank all of the people that are able to listen across the waters at different times. So I'm thankful that there are at least 4 continents, someone from 4 to 5 continents tuning in to these programs whenever they can. There are people throughout the United States in every time zone, as well as in Canada, and also I know for sure in Italy and Spain that are watching, and up in the Netherlands that are watching. So this is an opportunity for this spiritual and metaphysical ministry and teaching to reach worldwide. And there's so many more things that are just God is putting in my path for me to do, and everything is coming really fast now. And so I'm excited about going forward and having the opportunity to share these teachings. Also, this is my 80th show through Ustream.tv. So 20 more shows, I'll reach 100. And so I guess 5 more months or less, I will be having my 100th show. And that's a milestone and an opportunity. And it's just a blessing to be able to be here and do this kind of work. One of the things I want to do, and I'm always repeating program notes, because when we do repeat our program, we always learn something new and interesting about this material and about this work that we're doing out here and that we're sharing for the greater global community. And one of the things I talked about, I believe it was last week or this week, it was dealing with, it was Sunday's program. I taught people how to develop a chi ball and release that chi ball into the world. And what we need to do is, there's so much that we're being asked to do. There's so much that we're being called upon because of the oil spill and many other things that are happening. And we have to continue to put our light out. And whatever circles that you're able to go to, allow yourself to release prayers, affirmations, decrees. Allow yourself to do shamanic drumming if you must. If there's other kind of spiritual platforms that you are connected to, I would suggest that you participate, because it is an opportunity to let Mother Earth know and all of its inhabitants, all the various kingdoms to know, and queendoms to know that we care. Okay, so I know that many times in my sleep, and even I have not slept, not only because of the heat, because I'm in communication with other energy forms that are coming to me that are suggesting that we just lay this light out. And it is the process of our journey that we lay this out. What I'm being told to do this evening, the ancestors are coming here. Maybe this is why I'm also sweating so much, because I just saw a blurb of just some people coming through the window, so to speak, holding their hands and encircling and applauding and praising in their own way. And I see here that all of the Ascended Masters all over the various realms and I'm going to say quadrants and dimensions, because I can, in the corridors, I can see here through the blinds of my area of my studio as if I'm looking through many corridors. And take your gemstones and place them around. Wherever you place the gems, that is like a doorway into another world that is looking in on you, that is here to be supportive. So this is a special edition type of program of Decree and It Shall Be this evening. I have no notes. I'm talking from my heart this evening. Isadara Sotosa. I'm talking from my heart this evening that the Angel of Grace says that we all need to release another prayer this evening right now. And so I'm going to say another prayer, and I'm going to focus this prayer, and I want you to, we're going to send a beautiful array of colors, iridescent light colors, and we're going to send them to every known place, near and far. And so let us start, since there is the three of us here in our Circle Grace 1 conference room tonight. Let us start seeing at the lowest rung, let's say, of the earth plane. We want to open that up. So let us, in our mind's eye, within our heart, in this short prayer but powerful prayer, I am that I am. I am in the power of the grace of divinity within me, that we move into the center of the earth at this time in our innate and wonderful consciousness. May we join hands heart to heart in the center of the earth right now. May we be where we can see the swirling molten lava of the earth, the swirling beauty of the earth herself, Mother Earth. And may we from this point be empowered and realize that through us, through all of us, through all living beings on this earth that carry the light of giving, the light of compassion, the light of building, the light of grace, the light of understanding, the light of pleasantry and goodness, the light of wholeness and wellness, the light of rebirthing and being born, the light of conception, the light of understanding and greatness and heartfelt beingness, the light of bringing back beauty, love, and harmony, the light of bringing back into this world great creation in the world, to release power into the earth, to release a healing power, a self-healing power of remembrance, to release the keys of remembrance deep from in the center of the earth. And the angel of grace, and not only the angel of grace, but Serapis Bey says, look in thy palm of thy hand, everyone. Look in the palm of your hand and see and understand that there are galaxies in your hand. They said the spirit of oneness that is within thee, that the grace and the beauty and the harmony and the remembrance of God within thee, of in the great central sun and the sun beyond the sun and the sun beyond the Fibonacci code is not a lie. He says there are suns behind suns behind suns behind suns behind suns, and you are a vessel and a child and a man and a woman of this light now walking on the earth. And so there's no accident. There are great cleansings. So I see this heavy perspiration really as a cleansing that's going on. This is a solar baptism that's going on. This is not something that we should mock. This is a solar baptism that is going on. We are being bathed in solar rays right now, and we are releasing all the toxins up out of our system. And this is going to be a continuous process. We're going to sweat immensely, but we're going to release toxins out of our systems. But Serapis Bey says, well, while you're releasing this sweat out of your system, know that you're releasing prayers of forgiveness, prayers of gratitude through your body at the same time. So those of us that are here this evening, we're in the process of releasing and letting go and birthing a new self right now. And so he says, look into the hand. Look at the texture of your hand. Look at the swirls of your fingerprints. And this is like the swirls of galaxies, of distant galaxies. And the grandmother of Sananda, known as Anne, she says to look deeply, look without your sight, without your eyes, but look with your inner eyes, and look at the beauty, look at the infinite beauty that you are made of, that you are flowing from, this infinite beauty. Rabasindiri babokoro shirima masata. Orololinda la indere bebeba saravosuri masata. Rasalalo kirimi mababso. I am seeing people on the face of this earth holding hands, kind of swaying back and forth in a circle. People seated upon the earth holding hands, elbow to elbow, just swaying in a circle. I see people dancing within a circle. I see animals kneeling within a circle. I see all of the levels of creation bowing toward each other, embracing each other. This is a moment where we have an opportunity to burst open the doors of our divinity and walk out in our light as I am, that same I am. So whether we are doing music, whether we're doing art, whether we're doing dance, whether we're doing song, whether we're writing creatively or technically, we are bringing something to the greater table. We're bringing the throne of grace onto this earth. We're bringing the throne of remembrance onto this earth. We're bringing the throne of anointedness onto this earth. We're bringing the throne of faithfulness onto this earth. We're bringing the thrones. So what they say for me to do, let us look to where we see Liberty Island in the New York harbor, where we see the Statue of Liberty holding the torch. Let us see that torch enlivened with the spirit of the Christ Buddhic light. And let us see the book that this statue is holding as the book of all life, the book of remembrance. And let's see the rays from the crown as really each one within the region reaching out to others, to save, to produce, to create, to share, to blend, to heal, to create wholeness. Let us reach out and do that. Let us see that ray of light going out. Just like there on Ellis Island where the immigrants come in. But let this be where there's a granting that's coming. It says, immigrant, I'm granting something, and I am being granted something. I'm being given an opportunity. So we're all being given an opportunity. We're being given an opportunity to make it right, to align ourselves with rightness. That's what righteousness is. To be able to align yourself with the greater truth of your divinity. And Spirit says, let us swoop and jump up into upstate New York, in the Saratoga, the area, Monticello area, and let us send beams of light in that direction. Let us come down to the point. Did you know in the Empire State Building and also in the middle of Central Park, there's a point there that's a crystal point, and also where WLIB broadcasts, because I used to go there with my friend Lloyd Strayhorn way back in the day of 1980s. There's a building that WLIB and BLS broadcast from. It's called a Crystal Building. That Crystal Building, which is on the east side, I believe is on 2nd Avenue between 42nd and 43rd. Somewhere in that region, is in the 40s. It's called the Crystal Building. Spirit says atop where the radio tower is, it connects into somewhere there in the middle of Central Park. In the middle of Central Park, there is a connection to that Crystal Building. And there's a grid of connection up into Monticello, New York, up into Niagara, New York, into Albany, the capital. This is Spirit revealing this right at this moment. Coming all the way down, and out into Long Island, even the cloisters in the Bronx. Cloisters. There's a connection there as well. And coming all the way, there are hidden connections all over. There are grids of light all over. And that the sacred cities of light are overshadowing these areas. Overshadowing these areas. And there's light going out as far as Brookhaven, Long Island, Montauk, Long Island, Riverhead, Long Island. Coming all the way on the South Shore, all the way up the center of the body of the fish. This Long Island is shaped like a fish. I used to live on it. And then the North Shore. Coming all the way into Queens and Brooklyn. And every part, the Rockaways included in all those areas. And there are many other areas. Coming even down into Jersey. New Jersey here. Many, many areas to be touched with healing light. And even where you are at, Star Life, there are healing points where you are at also. You've got definitely things going on in Aspen and Boulder, these and all going on. Much healing. I'm being heard to send light into Lake Tahoe. All of these lakes are calling for light. So that means the Finger Lakes, the 5 lakes, 2 of them coming across New York and then winding up over there in Illinois and Michigan and Wisconsin, all the rest of those lakes, but adding the 5 lakes, Lake Superior, Huron, and the other lake there, and then Erie, and the others, all of that is energy, has to be sent. Why? Because the vibrations of this oil spill is spreading. And soon it's going to get into the, Spirit says, the water current ducts, and it's going to go across these streams, it's going to go into these lakes. Send light, send love. Let's project to the molecules, the sacred molecules of light. Let us see divinity. Yes, Salt Lake City had its own spill. Let's just send to these places. There is a disruption happening for numerous reasons. Some that we will be able to comprehend and some that we will not. And for the protection of ourselves, for the protection of ourselves, there's certain ones I'm not going to mention, certain areas, in fact, where I'm going to be moving toward, and I won't be far from. but I'm going to be shielding myself and my spiritual brothers and sisters, family sisters and brothers that are coming with me. We have to set up some very strong grids of light so that the remembrance of our grace can be heard and felt. And so that all who are ready to awaken to this higher consciousness can do so, because there will be layers and lattices of grids of light, crystallized pyramids of light. And this is the importance of crystals at this point, gemstones and crystals and regular stones in the earth. All of the major mountain ranges, the Appalachians region, and going up all the way there in the Grand Canyon, all of these areas are going to need a lot of energy sent into it. The veins of the earth are going to need this high vibratory energy that's coming from us. I often have asked the question, how come we don't see any crop circles over here? Have it ever occurred to anyone? I teach the show Decree and It Shall Be. I'm decreeing and I'm feeling that someone somewhere is going to see a crop circle over here in North America. Somewhere someone is going to see a crop circle show up in Canada. Somewhere someone is going to see a crop circle show up in South America, in Central America. We only hear about them in Europe, in England. We hear in the UK region. We hear about them in Scotland and Ireland and over there in England. All right? We hear about them there. We never hear about ones that are here. If there were pyramids in Egypt all over, and those who fly the planes said they see pyramid formations here, then there are crop circles around here too. They're just not being mentioned. I decree that these will come about for us to see. Spirit shows me the number 10. So that could be in the next 10 months, there will be an inkling of it, or in the next 10 years. There are going to be crop circles seen in the Western Hemisphere over here. Why? Because the people, their energy is going to be swirling up out of the earth. And they're going to be able to connect with the spirit of all nature. All of the 4 or 5 elements of nature. So let us begin to see that we were in the center of the earth. We're in the body of the earth, and our body is like the body of the earth. And this light, this womb, is throbbing with light. Spirit says, let me give this journey, that the light within the belly of the earth, in the core of the earth, the center of the earth, is also within each and every one of your chakras. It is the same thing. That is Sananda says, yes, it is the same exact thing. What is going on the inside of the earth and the plates of the earth, get this, these are the plates of the earth that are moving, or like the dial plates of the universe, or like the petals of the chakras that are opening. This dance is the same. And this is why some people will be anchored in the East Coast. Some people will be anchored in the Northeast. Some people will be anchored in the Southeast. And the Holy Spirit says, and shall survive and thrive. Why? Because you will have people to assist. And there will be groups of you assisting. As this planet ascends in consciousness, we shall ascend in our consciousness. Ishada korokolina babasanini de babasabosa. Rosalinini de leda salin show wosha babasata. Kababosusha aba usuni mamata minda boku aba rasane boboku basa aba indere babo o la indere babo sere mamasa rafin shelle babo o la mi mama kama mosuka rasini e se babo kuba aye babasata They're loaded up in here right now. There are so many beings here that are coming. People say, well, when are we going to see UFOs? They say, you're the UFO. You're waiting to see. Somebody out in the audience say, where's the UFO? The Spirit says, you are the UFO. I'm uniting the force within you. You are this flowing object that was once unidentified. Now I'm unifying the force within you, and you're no longer a object. You're a unified force of wholeness. UFO. Istababoko. UFO. A unified force of wholeness. So that means you're not a UFO, you're a UF circle. Unified force of wholeness, of completion. Isabosa. Isabosa kabapasa. Isabosa. It's a unified force complete. You have been waiting to see yourself. Those who are beings of light traveling into this world are just here to watch us grow. That's all. And those that are already here, that have been living here amongst us, who've had to live in silence, are doing great works, sending out light from wherever they are that cannot be detected, but can be felt by other means. Let us focus. Spirit says, let us lay a light out. While we're laying out the light, let us lay out a light for those who are in the White House. Let us lay out a light for those who are in Congress. Let us lay out a light for those, even though we may not want to, those who are in the Pentagon. Let us lay out a light. Let us lay out a light for those who are in the federal buildings. Let us lay out a light. Let us lay out a light for those who are living within the different stratas of the earth that we have not met yet, where the different animals exist, where we have not seen yet. Let us lay out a light. That light means a prayer light, a torch light, a healing, a compassion light, a grace light, a remembrance light. Let us lay that light out. There are beings here, great beings, those who look like they are taking a message to the world and the message to other regions. They say that where there was difficulty in one's family, there is now a healing. The difficulty in someone's family, there is now a healing. A young one, young children, now being the conduits for healing. The young indigo and crystal children who have come here to reawaken the beauty and the harmony of the crystallized being within every adult that is going on. Everything is connecting, reconnecting, coming together now. Remember, you are the UF circle. You are the unified force complete. Coming back to yourself. You are coming back to yourself. Spirit says, you're going to wake up this evening and feel this urge to dance. You're going to feel this urge to play a drum in your home. Play it. You're going to feel this urge to take a shekare and shake it. You're going to feel an urge to clap your hands. Do it. You're going to feel an urge to tap your toes. Do it. You're going to feel an urge to tap along your body. Do it. You're going to feel an urge to tap on walls. Do it. You're going to feel the need to go out through your home and sense it out with incense and sage and sweetgrass and whatever you need. Do it. You're going to feel like you just need to light a candle and pray as you light. Do it. There are many ministries that are to be learned. And these are all forms of ministries, it says. There's a ministry with the sage and sweetgrass. There's a ministry, therefore, in using incense. There's a ministry in purification through water. There's a ministry of fire. There's a ministry of earth. There's a ministry of air. They are speaking this evening. They say, let us move from the so-called black light, which is really the womb, where all creation is formed. Let us move from this black light into this sienna brown, rust brown, earthen brown, soft soil. And in it, we can see our feet grow out of it. We can see our words grow out of them. Particles of light. That is soothing, that is connecting to every one of the animal kingdoms, insect kingdoms. That which walks on the earth and that which is embedded in the earth is connecting to this beautiful brown light. Robust, sunburst brown light. Earth. And smell it and touch it. And with your remembrance, go back and feel the dirt underneath your fingertips. Feel the dirt amongst your skin. Feel it. Look at the dirt as being a doorway to understanding the upper regions and the lower regions by way of you, and spelling out the letter D and I with the will of your mind, spirit, R, will, the solar will, where you come into the T, where you're able to pull yourself up from the horizontal into the vertical, pull yourself up. Or you can take that and turn it upside down, and then what you have is a perpendicular where you can square all your actions, right and left. You can bring all things together as one. But with that power of that T, where the letter P is power, raw power itself, the T is that softer power, that power where understanding is used, where there's a meeting of minds, a meeting of hearts, a meeting where support, true support, takes place between many. Spirit says for us to see that rich brown soil growing up out of that is foundation from the belly of the earth, from the womb, and see that robust color go into a rich red. As it moves into a rich red, it gains locomotion now. And it takes on a burgundy or wine or cranberry, but it goes into a ruby red and begins to course through the veins of the earth, go through the veins of our body. And it begins to carry forth a purity as it does, carry forth a guidance as it does. Ishada rosa illuminada rosa. The Spirit says to illuminate the rose within you, to unfold each petal at a time within you, to see the beauty as it unfolds inside of you, to know and to understand there's greatness inside of you. Ikabasoto. Greatness inside of you that is now unfolding and flourishing upon the earth and flourishing into your life as energy, pure energy. Now, as we begin to move forward, we see this beautiful palette of orange, beautiful, robust orange, salmon peach orange, reddish orange, taking on orange, the sacral chakra, where the red was the root chakra. This is now the sacral. We're going using the Western concept, the sacral chakra, creation and procreation, the dance of life. An opportunity to move energy, light to light, darkness to light, light back to darkness, darkness to darkness, but all energy. Mothering and nurturing and holding, which appears to be for an eternity, but holding so their proper position, proper alignment, proper attunement can be experienced. And see this beautiful, beautiful sacral orange light roll out into the world. Just flow out into the world around you. See it flow out into the world. See it flow out, ribbons of light into the world, from you into the world. See, there's a certain grids of light running through you, and as it runs through you, it releases into you and flows into you. And therefore you speak the word within you. You say, I am. And I affirm the beauty of God within me, the beauty of angels within me, archangels within me, the beauty of the elders within me, the beauty of the power of the 24 elders within me, the beauty of guardians within me, all over the world within me, passing through me as I am the doorway, I am the gateway, I am the vortex. I am the great wheel of life itself. I am the beauty, I am the hearty, the understanding, the heart. I am the word that's in motion. I am activated. I am divine nature activated. Divine nature in motion. I am divine nature in action. DNA. D is Daleth, doorway, the abyss, doorway. N is transition and rebirth. A is the ethers, all things coming together. DNA. There is this beauty in this message this night where the Ascended Ones say, you finally get it. You finally understand. You're beginning to work upon it. You're having a beauty. You're having a wondrous moment. Carry it forward now, tomorrow. Carry it forward in your sleep, in your dreams. Carry it forward. Share it in your dreams. You shall remember that you are the University of Lights. You shall remember the soul universities. You shall remember the consciousness of all things. You shall remember. You shall remember that you are this light. You shall remember that you are the torch of liberty in bringing forth freedom. You are this light, that you bring all groups together as one, collectively, as one mind, one family, one spirit, one God. You come in the state of remembrance. Amen. You come into the beauty of your remembrance. You're coming forward in all that you need to do, and that you're beginning to carry it forward. You're beginning to understand it. You're shielding it, and yet it is shielding you. The Spirit says the truth seeks you and protects itself. The truth seeks you and then protects itself, meaning you. It lays out the light before you. This is light. It's coming forward in you, and it's bringing light, and it's bringing joy, and it's bringing happiness, and it's drying up all your tears, and it's causing you to purify. That's why there's so much heat that is going on. The solar rays are raising up so much heat that we are sweating out the prayer. We're sweating out the opportunity of oneness. We're sweating out the opportunity of divine grace to be expressed. We're sweating it out. We're just bringing out the sweetness that is there. Sweating out the sweetness that is there. Sweating out the sweetness that is there. Whenever we can, we should meditate longer. We should pray longer. We should affirm the prayer longer. We should do the decree longer. Not just as we come into this show, and those who will listen to this show later, not just later, just now. Let us deal in our now points, because then we will see the future manifest and materialize as now. They say what we ask for in the future is already what manifested in the light. We are here to materialize it through us onto the earth. And even if those of us might be closed or not fully awake and not fully wide open, it's going to come through because we are gateways. Because we have a heart of compassion, we have a heart of grace. We wear the crown of grace and glory, and our glory is the grace of our remembrance. So we carry it forward. We are learning to let go and what? Let God. What? Let go and what? Let goodness come into our lives. We're not kicking the goodness to the side anymore. We're allowing the goodness to be here now. So we are moving out into these opportunities to what? Deposit lights, plant seeds of light that shall be seen, heard, felt, that shall be touched with all of the five senses and beyond. If you can speak a tongue and if you can hear it speak to you, I want you, those of you that listen, to repeat what you hear, what you feel. Then you know that you are communicating with the divine nature within you, the Holy Spirit that is in you, that is called God, that is called I Am, is talking to you. The ascended ones and your ancestors are talking to you. The ascended ones say you don't have to wait to ascend off the planet physically. You're ascending now in your consciousness. Embrace everything of life and give life to it. Imbue your spirit, the Holy Spirit that's in you. Allow it to touch the earth. So now they show this lemony yellow light, orange yellow light covering the navel, coming up and then turning into a lemon yellow light, a solar disc light for your solar plexus. Solar. That means if that was a solar plexus, where was the lunar plexus? It was the sacral chakra. Coming up into the navel, they both joined at the navel. The beauty of all of the colors that are pouring forth, that are bringing the light and energy. Coming up in the solar plexus, there is a green light, an emerald green light coming into that light. So that means whatever you have been thinking, yellow, manifesting in your mind through thought, and now the heart of compassion has opened the door and has embraced you and has put its word into it that it shall be done. What you see, what you think, what you feel, it shall be done. What you feel that you're aligning to or corresponding to, it shall be done. It is moving on you, it shall be done. The spirit of energy is moving on you and say it shall be done. So we see this beautiful iridescent yellow light just expanding out in all directions, healing all of the egos, healing all of the negative egos, healing all of the negative thoughts and doubts and fears, and suppressed thoughts and feelings. It's healing it all. Ascended Masters say, within your yellow light, see a diamond, so that there is clarity in your path. Within your solar plexus, see a diamond, a white diamond, so that you see what you need to see that is in your path. But you are not responding to ego, you're responding to divinity within yourself and outside of yourself. Let us step into the region of the heart center, the seat of compassion, the place where you can meditate upon all life, where you can pray into all life and pray into being. Something that was what manifested coming into materialization. Isadaroso, materialization. That it has to flow. It's got to go somewhere. It's going into the realm of spirit and is manifesting on earth as what? Spirit. Ishadadata, sataboboso, spirit. It's moving in the light of spirit. You're moving in your light of your own greatness. Continue to flow in the power of your own greatness. You got a Rand McNally mat, you can start laying your hands on it and pray for on every state. Something is going to be seen. If you got a Rand McNally mat, you can go from state to state and start to pray on it. You're going to see something. Isadaboro, so the higher self in you is going to see something. And you're going to let loose a prayer onto it. We're here This is the age of remembrance, helping all beings of light to remember their true divinity, their true calling, true saviors, because they're saving themselves. Savi hour. Saving who? The I, or the hour of ourselves. Saving ourselves. Yeah. Spirit says, just look at words, break them down, see other words. See other words inside of words. Just see yourself in everything. See yourself in everything. See yourself walk in the light of everything. See yourself come out smiling with everything. See, there is this opportunity of remembrance, and we're calling up remembrance. That is what we're doing. We are calling up remembrance, because that is necessary. And as we call up this remembrance, we have this opportunity to see the gifts. We are the gifts. We are seeing it. We are the gifts of beauty and harmony. We're seeing it and we're being it. We're becoming it. We're planting the seeds for it. We're allowing ourselves to share in this greater picture where beauty and harmony can be given to the world. Buddha gave it to the world. Jesus gave it to the world, who's now called Sananda. Moses gave it to the world. Everyone has given it to the world. Sananda's mother, Mary, gave it to the world. John, the Harbinger's mother, Elizabeth, gave it to the world. In the form of boys, they gave it. Every child that is born is giving a gift to the world. Every parent is cultivating the gift, so the gift can be received by the world. Sometimes the parent must cultivate the minds, the audience, prepare the world to bless and to be blessed by the gift. Begin to go within yourself. Go deeper. Get real deep. Get real deep. Send those roots in. Anchor yourself. Stepping into the upper chambers of the heart, into the turquoise light, the Christ light, the anointed light. Reaching into the heart of the sky and understanding the beauty of the sky. The canopy of the galaxies, the constellations become the canopies. Healing, wholeness, success, harmony, peace, understanding, wellness. As I do that, my feet tap out a rhythm of drums. The native elders are around. Native elders are around. I see my Mother Grace and her mother, Grandma Charlotte, in their ceremonial robes. I see my grandmother Dora from my father's side, ceremonial robes. I see my grandfather Ed from my father's side, his father, ceremonial robes. All of them ceremonial robes, ancestors, exalting the spirit of beauty, harmony, and understanding, of harmonic, unconditional love, grace, and remembrance. I see it, I feel it now. You don't even have to wait for the powwow powers to come, healing circle to come. You become. You dance upon the earth. You come. Thunderbird dance upon the earth. You come. Heyoka dance upon the earth. You come. Chippewa dance become. Lakota, Dakota, Nakota, you dance and become. Cherokee, you dance and become. Iroquois, you dance and become. Dance. Algonquin, you dance. Shinnecock, you dance. Everybody start dancing the prayer, dancing the light. Even when you're on a subway, you can dance within your heart. On a train, dance within your heart. On a bus, dance within your heart. Even in your own car, dance within your heart. Every step you take now is a healing step. For this earth, for this greater consciousness, it's a healing step. Every step you shall take. So now you're in this fifth dimension where you can now speak the truth. Your truth can be heard. Speak it. Sky blue, speak it. Watch it resonate across. The great divide, the great schisms will now come together as one. Let it flow. It says, Spirit says, let it flow. The medicine women and the shamans, let it flow. Shaman, let it flow. 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 There is a forgiveness and a gratitude that is happening on the earth. Just let it flow. You see people arguing in the street, in your mind, just bless them as you go past them. Say, let it flow in your mind, and then bless them with the God of grace and remembrance and embrace and wholeness. Just let it go. To let it go. Indigo, the brow center, where you can have clairvoyancy because your throat center, sky blue, can give you clairaudiency, and your solar plex can give you clairsentient feeling. So clairsentient, clairaudient feeling, clairvoyant seeing. Many lights turning on within you. See what you need to see, know what you need to know, embrace it all. You can see light flowing, embrace it. You can be light flowing, embrace it. Give of yourself. And yet, as you give up yourself, as you give up and give of yourself, you shall become the gift that is never ending. You shall become the harvest that shall never end. You'll be like the cornucopia. It will never end. Blessings up out of your hands that will never end, out of your feet. Hey, you will experience stigmata from a different way. You will experience the stigmata of blessings. No pain about blessing. No pain about a harvest. No pain about beauty and truth and understanding. No pain. You shall receive. You shall embrace. No pain. You shall embrace others. No pain. You shall give what you need to give. No pain. You shall bless another with your words. No pain. You shall bless those who are homeless, even with whatever cash you give them, but you will bless them in your mind's eye in perfectness, in wellness, and wholeness. You're moving, Spirit. You're moving into the grade of your divinity. You're moving up the ladder of your own consciousness. You're moving with this clarification happening all the time. And every petal of the chakra shall open and shall reveal a word, a phrase, a color, a scent to you. Will show you images that you need to see. But you will see and you will understand. You will be protected. You shall be protected. You shall be protected. You shall be protected. Spirit shall protect thee from all harm. No harm shall come to thee because you are of God. You are of God's grace here on earth. You are God's grace here. You are God's remembrance here on earth. Just move with it, dance with it, embrace it. Understand it as yours. Understand the beauty and the harmony as yours. Understand that it's yours to give, yours to have, yours to share. It is yours. Give it, give it, give it, give it, give it. It is yours. We're going to hear of many spills. We're going to hear of many toxic things. But guess what? It's only there for those of us who have the keys of light to share the light, to bring it out, however means that we can bring it out. Let us continue to release it. The base of the skull is magenta, your seat of remembrance, the boss of your remembrance, the master key of your remembrance, being able to go back into the mind and correct yourself, being able to go back into the mind and to lay hands of healing power upon yourself. Many, many, many have called forth to do this work, can now go forth without fear and do this work. There is beauty within all of you. There is a teaching within all of you. There is a ministry within all of you. There's a giving and a receiving and embracing, acknowledging and changing within all of you. Spirit says you will know what you need to know when you need to know. You already are alive and well. You already are awakened out of your slumber. You're already not living in the land of Nod. You're already walking toward your destiny. You're already recognizing your destinies now. They are here. They are here. You are fine. You are well. You are moving with your sense of greatness. You are well. Excuse me as I needed that sip of water. Tears from within are blessings when given out. That's what Grandmother Anne of Sananda says. Tears are healing when given out. So that means if you ever needed to express a tear, it is greater healing when you release it. Far greater than when you just hold it within. Spirit says, you shall be fine. You shall be fine. In the center of your forehead, a blue diamond. I see it, a blue diamond. No, it's there protecting you within a 50-mile radius. An iridescent, etheric blue diamond. Etheric blue diamond. There's harmony coming. Harmony is present. The spirit of harmony, the angel of harmony is present. It just says, repeats, unfold, my children, unfold. Unfold, my brothers and sisters, your skills and abilities to lead, unfold. There is harmony on its way, beauty on its way, chi, ki, prana on its way. There's great joy, they say, in the world. Great joy. Great joy in the world. Great joy, they say. They're still here. Many ancestors, I see them all over. They're still here. I can feel their presence. They're still here. Know that there is a gift and many gifts on its way to your doorsteps, Spirit says. Gifts appearing on your doorstep. There is much to be seen and done, but all is being given to you. That's why you're here in the age of remembrance. You're being given. You're being allowed to receive. You're being given. You're being allowed to birth a new being you're being given. You're given that power, that glory power, that remembrance, the righteousness power, the impeccability powers. All is coming. Spirit says you are who you are. You are the light. So there's a beautiful white light all above the top of your head, radiating out in all possible directions. A beautiful light just continues to expand in all directions, in front of you, every possible angle. It's there. You are the light. You're the torch now. You're the bridge. You're the gateway. You're the elders. You're the children, it says. You're the books of wisdom, and within every page there is you. You're walking into your power, into your greatness. You're being fulfilled, and yet infinitely there's always room for more. There's always room for more. There is a beauty in that statement. There's always room for more, because, as I said before, the Spirit says, in the sea of greater consciousness and divinity, everything that has ever been given sits within the ethers. It's already manifested in the ethers. It is now left for us to draw upon what is already there, to carry out what is already within us, which is the reflection. This is why it is said to me to teach at one point, to say that when your subconscious mind is very clear, you will then understand and feel and sense and know that your subconscious is just a smidgen of the divine mind. It's a plate that is only the divine mind. You think of how many people that are here on the face of the earth that are constantly having an interaction with the sun, and then seeing the auric belt of the sun and the divine mind, and understanding that you have a subconscious mind, if one's clear enough, can draw to it the totality of consciousness in the universe. You can receive it. You can receive it. You are reflecting new ideas into the mind and the heart of God, which is now reflecting back to you all the possibilities. Embrace it. Embrace it. There are beauties and harmonies that are danced with, that are sung. Embrace it. Write about them. Just continue to write about them. Much beauty and harmony coming your way. You are moving at a rapid pace. Just know that you will be well. Just know that you will be well. There is so much power in the ethers this evening. There is graceful opportunity. There is graceful remembrance. There is much gratitude and humility, assertiveness and boldness. There is greatness and wholeness and beauty and harmony. So let us go within our hearts right now and hold this truth. As I begin to release this harmony of words. I decree that no matter how difficult things appear to be, We shall all rise above them. I decree that I shall see a day when there is absolute harmony and peace in all living creatures upon the face of the earth. I decree, and it shall be that all things shall be resolved. All things, not just a few. I decree that there is a reawakening for many and an awakening for new ones that are here. And to explore all that they need and desire to explore, and know that all that they're asking for is already given. And know that there is beauty and harmony in all things, all people, in all realms of the earth. There is a wondrous, there is a giving, there is a hope, there is a receiving, there is a beauty, there is a harmony in all living things. In all personalities, there is wholeness there. There's that sense of beauty there. There is a beauty and harmony in all things. There's a wondrous and an issuing of the Father and the Mother's light as one. There's just a beauty here. I see so much light all over this studio. The colors that I'm seeing, the iridescent colors, are just beautiful. There's no way I can describe them. They're just colors I have not seen before that are in the family. Let's say I give an example of a gemstone in amethyst or turquoise. What I'm seeing is something far different in color than what we normally see. There's beauty and harmony in all things. There's a healing of wholeness and wellness in all things. There's a beauty in all things. There's love in all things. It's all coming together. All of your soul families meet together now. Those of you who are teaching are doing a greater work than you can imagine. Those of you who are doing other types of work, but it's all spirit, there's such blessings that are coming your way. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Well, I'm going to get ready to close this show out. This is program number 80. So in 20 more weeks or less, we will be celebrating 100 shows for the Circle Race 1 here at this particular network, Ustream.tv. But what I want to say is that there is so much beauty that is going on in the world. It's going to stamp out all the darkness that's in the world. There is a true coming together in the world. So send your prayers to those in the White House, those who are in Congress that are doing all the things that they need to do. Even those who are in opposition, send them prayer and healing and wholeness so that they all learn to work together, because that is essential. If there's no togetherness, there's no oneness. So they still have to come together. Those who are working on other levels of greenness in nature, you're going to get blessed. There is a blessing for you. Numerous blessings. There is beauty and harmony and grace. So much grace. I cannot contain it in my consciousness. There is so much grace. There's so much grace. Spirit just have me repeat, there's just so much that's going on. So much. Keep weaving the light, it says. Keep weaving the light. No matter what you're doing, just keep weaving the light. There's beauty, there's harmony, there's grace. This particular program was designed, as they say, Spirit, the Angel of Grace, all of my ancestors and all of those who can do what they say they know how to do with their newfound abilities, that this is even though it appeared to be somewhat of a stretch, but it was an opportunity to plant seeds this evening. There are going to be many other people viewing these shows from time to time. So as they view them, they're going to see wondrous seeds that are planted, that are there for them to recognize. Yes, Sister Barbara, we are the light. We are dancing with the universal. We are, just I wrote a book that long ago that said Dancing in the Light of Divine Grace. We are the dance. We are the light. We are the sound. We are the sacred geometries. This is why they've been telling me to meditate on the word UFO. We're not unidentifiable flying objects. If we are, we're still in the land of Nod. We're still in the land of Nod if we're having that. But we're going to see the crop circles come up on this side too. We're going to see them one day. Crop circles in America. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the crop circles that are going to be here in America. North, Central, and South America. They're going to be crop circles. Just like the UK has had it. We're going to see it here. Well, my 862-600-3452 has to be repaired tomorrow. It conked out about 4 o'clock today, but I know it's going to be taken care of tomorrow. But I have a special spiritual prayer, meditation, affirmation, decree, request line. The old number that I had, the 388-8533 number, is no longer in existence. So the brand new number is a special number connected to New Mexico area code and Albuquerque exchange number. And that number is 505-717-4722. That's 505-717-4722. 4722 is grace. So it's 505-717-GRACE. And that's going to help people that the same decree that was on before is still there. It's going to be there for quite some time. But you can leave a message 24/7 on this number, 505-717-GRACE. And I can check it from anywhere in the world. You can leave a number on Skype, 973-685-5978. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. 505, anytime, 24/7. Call it, listen to it, leave your message. 862-600-3452. Due to the influx of business that's going to be popping up so much, I'm asking people to only call 862-600-3452 now, Monday through Fridays, from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm going to put it to rest, so to speak, on the weekend so I can do some other things, but it will be functional. Email me at iam.circleofgrace1@yahoo.com. Email me at iam.circleofgrace with the number 1 at the end at yahoo.com. Now, this is the Circle of Grace 1. It was founded on July the 2nd, 1999 AD under the aegis and the anointing of the Angel of Grace through divine providence. And as of this past Friday, July the 2nd, it turned 11 years old. Also on July the 2nd, which began way back in 1974, I began my walk of the spiritual and the metaphysical ministry in many different ways. And so, therefore, also last Friday on July 2nd, 2010, I celebrated my 36th year in this spiritual metaphysical journey in life. And there's, again, so much more that is going on. In fact, you got 11 and 36. If you add that together, that's 47. And 4 plus 7 is 11. Or 4 times 7 is 28. And 28, you got the 28 stations of the moon. 28 days in the moon. That's what month is, moon. There's so much. There's February 7th, 2009 was the birth of the Circle of Divine Grace and Remembrance. Now, I didn't get a chance to put it out there yet for the summer to put a class online, prepaid webinar, but we're going to put something up eventually so people can jump and see this material. There's so much that's going to be spoken about here. I have to put together my notes, and I have to go over them time and time again, but Spirit talks when Spirit must talk. So I will be here next Wednesday at hopefully at 6:30. If it's too hot, I'll come on at about 6:45. We will generate a program. I will be here every Wednesday. So Wednesday the 14th of July, the 21st, and the 28th. But now August the 5th, I'm not going to be here because I'll be down in, I plan to be in Atlantic City at a part of this jazz festival where I'm going to be sketching the band members as they play, the particular band, which is Latin Jazz Kicking It Live Ensemble, with the band leader and my longtime friend of 38 years, Mr. Stephen Pucci, on Latin vibraphones, I will call it. And that's what will happen on Wednesday, August the 5th. So what I'll do that week, when I broadcast the first Sunday, August the 1st, what I also will do is on August the 4th, which is a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, or perhaps that is the 3rd. Excuse me, August the 5th is I will be broadcasting. Let me take that back. I just realized what the dates were. August the 5th is a Thursday, so I will be able to broadcast, which is August the 4th. I will be here broadcasting. Just to let people know that. So I'm giving out the wrong date. August the 5th is a Thursday. August the 4th I will be broadcasting. Spirit just dropped that into my soul of remembrance. So you will be able to see me as well on Wednesday, August the 4th, as well as thereafter the 11th and the 18th and the 25th of August. All those Wednesday dates I'll be here. August the 5th, I'll be in Atlantic City, which is a Thursday. So I want everybody to just hold a prayerful light within yourselves. Know that there's a lot of work to be done in the greater world here on earth, and that we're going to have a joyous time. And all we have to do is just keep sharing our light, keep teaching our light, keep up the wellness factor for ourselves, and bless others that come around us. And if they are open to the blessing, then certainly give them the blessings. Give them the wellness, healings, and whatever keys. Spirit says, let's not sell ourselves short. Let us teach. Spirit says it's okay to teach for a fee. It's okay. Why? Because it's your time. If you're an artist, there's a fee. If you're a musician, there's a fee. A dancer, there's a fee. Choreographer, set designer, costume designer, there's a fee. Everybody knows there's a fee, because we're not here trading cattle anymore. We're not here trading beads anymore. We're not here trading salt anymore. There's a new currency that's been around, and we have to work with that currency, but it's backed by Spirit first. And so I have come to my milestone. It's 8:20 p.m. Spirit is now ready to allow me to move on. I can always tell when my back gets real cool and the top of my head is cooling down, or my head was just hot like fire there. And when I got started this evening, and my back was really on fire. But this is all that is bringing this message to the world. And there are numerous messages. I'm not the only one. So I'm happy to be able to have the opportunity to be out here to share the teachings, to share the wisdoms that the Angel of Grace has given unto me, the Ascended Masters Sananda, Serapis Bey, Saint Germain, the also Ascended Masters Lord Melchizedek and Lord Metatron have been with me. And best of all, I would say, least but not last, is the Ancient Prophet Malachi, who I believe has me in the furnace today because I'm sweating a lot, and that's his thing, forging me like silver and gold, forging the blade of divinity, of grace and remembrance. So there is a lot that is going on. I want to thank you also, Reverend Barbara and Star Life. Reverend Barbara, we have that meditation this Friday in Patterson that will be going on. We have about, including yourself, about 8 people. We may go up to about 10 or 12, maybe 14. So I'm looking forward to see you there. Don't forget to bring your bottle of water with you. We're going to have some refreshments there as well. That's this Friday out in Patterson, 103 Maryland Avenue in Patterson, and starts roughly 7:30, and we should be done maybe 11. Usually when I try to call the time of saying maybe we'll be done at 10 or 11, Spirit just takes it all the way off, and so we're doing July the 9th because July the 11th, I believe, is the new moon, and there's a lot of energy in that new moon, so we want to put this out, and there's going to be some tuning fork attunements that I'll be doing with everyone in attendance, and I'll be working with my selenite wand and rod, and using what Spirit has me doing for years called crystal breath with the selenite. So there's a lot of energy exchanging. Bring any crystals and photographs. If you'd like them energized, bring them. If you have some intentions that you want to state, you just bring it, put it in an envelope, and we put it in the center of the room or on top of the gems that I have, and they will be energized for that evening, and then you can take the intentions back and place them on your altar. So, until next time, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we're alive and well in the age of remembrance. See you all next week here on the 14th of July at about 6:30 p.m. Thank you for coming by. Spirit says, say it again about the Circle of Grace 1 and the Circle of Divine Grace and Remembrance. Also, you can go to circleofgrace1.net now and go right through there to this site as well, and all the other websites that I have. So remember, until next time, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we're alive and well in this age of remembrance.